Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Lara Tips. So in this video we'll be talking about URL generation. Now, we have two routes over here, a home page and a about us page. So the home page is taking us to the home controllers index page where which is returning a welcome view. So let us go to this view. And if we go on the browser, it is showing us this screen. Okay, now let's look at some URL helpers in Laravel. We have this URL method in Laravel. So if there is a current method in this URL helper which will give us the current route URL. So if you go to the home page and if we click on the home page, then we can see that it will give us the current page URL. You can see over here. Also, we can also see that there is also the URL full and URL previous routes. The current URL will give us only the URL that is less without the query parameters, and if we say URL full, then it will also include the query parameters. So let's say suppose there is a query parameter like user underscore type equals to admin, then it will not show it here. Okay, so for that what we need to do is we need to call this full method on the URL helper class. So if we go to the home page and refresh it again, so you can see here it will also give us the user type admin as a query. The query matter parameters are also included here, and there is also a URL previous helper, so which will give us the previous page URL from where we visited this page. So for now it will give us the home page as well because we did not visit any other page. And now if we go to the about us page and again come back to the home page, then it will show us the about page. As you can see, when I click on the about, the URL is about/about, and I come back and it is showing me the previous page URL which is /about, including our domain name. So those are some few helper methods. So those can also be accessed using some facade URL. We'll also be learning about facade in our future lessons as well. So for now what we can do is we can do URL : facades. These facades, all those facades will be available in our views. So we do not need to pass any namespace in front of them. Okay. So now if we go and click on refresh, then also it will show the about us page. So here is one important thing about the URL previous. So currently let's say I am in the about page and I came back to the home page. Okay, so it is showing me the previous URL as the about page. Now I am pressing Control R or Command R in the Mac. Since I am using Linux, so this is Control R. It will show me the previous URL as the same URL. But since I am in a home page and when I click again on the home page, then it will show me the home page as the previous URL. Since I am coming from home page to the home page, so it is showing me like this. Okay, so after that, also we can also we can also give some name to the URL as well. Suppose let's say about us. Let's say if I say about us, then it will prepend our host name in the URL. Okay, so let's see, look at it. As you can see here, it will show us the about us. Now we can also pass some URL parameters like let's say apple ball. Then it will append those values and separate them by slashes, so it will be printed like this. So but if we pass an associative array like apple is equal to apple 1 and ball equals 2, then it will only take the values, it will ignore the keys. Okay, let's see, if when I refresh the page, you can see about us 1/2. It is ignoring the keys and it is taking the values only. But we'll also be looking at the route URL generator which will consider both key and values. Okay, now let's move to the route URL generator. So this is the route URL generator. We have already discussed about the route method in the our routing lesson, our routing video course. So you can go and back to my go back and watch my previous video if you want to know more about this route helper method. So basically what means is there is a name called about us. The the URL is named as about us, so we can access this URL by using this name. Okay, when I go to this, okay, this home welcome blade, and I about us, this about us is this name, not this one. Okay, this name. Now when I run this route helper, then this URL will be returned. So if I go here and sorry, it's not saved, and when I refresh, so as you can see, it is giving me the about us, about URL. Now here if we pass the same parameters, like say apple 1 ball 2, then it will consider both this key and values. Okay, let's see here, let me refresh the page. Okay, as you can see here, it will give us apple is equal to 1 and ball is equal to 2. Okay, so let's see what happens if we don't give a normal array. Then you can see here it will append them like this. Okay, also currently about us doesn't have any parameter. So what happens if it has a parameter? Let's say about us has a parameter, let's say slog, and let us accept this slog over here. Okay, now let's try the same example as before. So what we need to do is, if we do it like this, then it will give us an error because it expects slog as a parameter. So let us try this one. Okay, when I refresh the page, it is giving me the error because it is missing the slog, default slog parameter. So let us give it slog. So let us remove this one first, and I'll show you again this slog as, let's say, ball. Okay, sorry, let's not say ball, let's say English. Okay, sorry, it is giving us error because we also haven't passed any parameters over here. So let us make this optional parameter for now, and if we run this again, then it should not give us any error. It will show us the same about URL. Now if we pass slog then as, let's say, English, then what happens? It will, since it is expecting slog here, so it will append slog to this English it will insert this English inside this slog. Okay, so let me refresh this. So as you can see here, it will insert the English over there. But what if we provide those parameters that we removed, like apple and ball? These will be added to the URL as a query parameters. So you can see here, it will be added to them as a query parameters. So now what happens if we remove this slug? If we remove these slugs, then also these two will be appended as parameters, since the slug is the optional parameter over here. Yeah, as you can see here, it will be generating like this URL. Okay, also let me show you one more thing. Let me create another route for this. Okay, route get, and if I say let's say we have a post, and post has a slog, and also it has a comments, and it has a comment one parameter. Let me make it as a closer. Now since this URL is expecting two parameters, so we need to accept this. Again, I have already taught about these things in my previous lesson, so you can, if you are in confusion, then you can watch my previous lessons. So there is a post and a comment. Okay, so now if I go here, and let me remove this one, and also let me give it a name. Post comment. Okay, now if I give it post dot comment, as you can see here, it is the same name, post and comment. Now how to pass this, pass post and comments over there. Okay, let's see, we have to give the same name as the parameter name. Let's say the post as, let's say, first slash post, and let's say comment as. So if we pass it like this, then this first post will be inserted over here and the first comment will be inserted over here. Okay, so let me go ahead and refresh the page. So you can see here the first post is over here and first comment is here. And if we pass any other extra parameters like same, it will behave similarly. So it will append it as a query parameter. So that's it for the routes, and now we'll be looking at some the signed URLs. Okay, so what is signed URL? So you can basically generate a URL which will have some hashes or signature. So only the peoples with those signature can access the URL. So for that, let us create another route. Let's say signed URL. Signed. Okay, let's say secret. Let us create a closure, and in order to, okay, let us return this is, so this is a secret message. Okay, so now if we go in our URL browser and look, if we add a secret, then they can see our secret message. This is our secret message, so they can see our secret message, but we don't want all people to see this URL. So what we can do is we can create a let's say we can create let us add this route in the home page as well. Okay, this is let us also give it a name as a secret route. Okay, now when we go here and we will add here as secret, then let's go and refresh, and you can see here, and anybody can click and see the secret message. Let us go back. Now how to prevent that? So we have signed URLs for that. So how to generate a signed URL? So we can only generate signed URLs by using the named route, only on those routes that have the name associated with them. Okay, so we can see here it is generating like this, URL signed route. Okay, so now let us go to our view and let us go to URL signed route, and the name is secret. Now let me refresh the page. So there is a secret here over here. Now when we visit it, yeah, we can visit it, but if we remove this, then also we can visit it. So what are you teaching me? It is not working properly. No, that's not the case. So let us go to the documentation and see. We have to check it. Okay, we have to check here. So how to check? Like this, and let us go to this, and okay, this request is, we can accept eliminate HTTP request, and we'll be learning about this as well in our future videos. But the Laravel automatically injects these classes so we can directly access them from here. Okay. It works by reflection, so it is a little bit advanced topic, which I'll be also be making some videos about some advanced topic in the Laravel as well in the future. So if you want to learn about those also, please subscribe and also hit that like button. So if we say that if the request has a valid, it doesn't have a valid signature, then let us abort. And if it has a valid signature, then let us return our secret message. Okay. So now if we refresh the page, now if we click on the secret, then yes, we can visit this page. Okay. But if we remove this signature and click on enter, so look at this, no one can visit this page by the secret page. But what we will be doing is we will be giving all those peoples, those who could access this secret URL, only those will be giving this signature. So if I visit here, this signature will only be giving to them, but will not be adding this in our website like this, like I have added in the navbar. We'll only giving it to the specific user, so that only they could visit. And anyone who doesn't have the signature and they try to visit this page, then they will not be able to do so. Also, there is one extra feature in the signed URL, that you can limit the time for how many seconds or minutes they can access the signed URL. So suppose you want to give access to somebody of one URL, but only for, let's say, 30 minutes. Like we can do this for like email verification. We can send them a verification link in the email, and which can expire in the 30 minutes. Okay. So that can be done using that expiring signed URL. So you can say we can create that by using temporary signed routes. Okay. So let me go back and go to the code here, and let me create a temporary signed route. So here we can see, first we will give it a name of the route, and then how many minutes, so this is a Carbon instance. So this is the now means current time, and add minutes adds the 30 minutes to the current time. So now and after 30 minutes, so it will only be valid for the 30 minutes from now. Then this is the additional parameters. If any route, suppose if this unsubscribed route has additional parameter, then we can pass it like this. So now let's do our way. So now if we only want this URL to be valid for let's say 10 seconds, let's say 5 seconds. Okay. So it will not take many time, so let's say 5 seconds. Okay. Now let us go to the home page and refresh the page, and we click on this secret link, then we can access this URL. So I think now the 5 seconds have been passed. So if I click on refresh, then we will not be able to access this URL. Okay. Also, if we remove this as well, as will not be able to access. Also, let's say I'll paste this, and let me increase the expiry time. Okay. Let's say we'll increase it like so many days, like okay, 1000. And if I hit enter, but also they will not be able to visit this URL, or since this is also encoded inside this signed URL, so if anything is changed in this or this, the URL won't work. So that's it for this signed URL. So similarly, what we are doing here is, currently if somebody doesn't have a valid signature, then we are aborting here. What we can also do is we can redirect them to the home page if they don't have. So let's say if they are not authorized, and if I click on refresh, then what they will be, if request doesn't have a valid signature, I forgot to return here, so, and if I click on refresh, then now I should be redirected to the home page. So that's we can do. Also, instead of all these, so you might want the same feature for many URLs. So in every URL it is very cumbersome to check if condition and doesn't have, and again doing something, so checking if condition in every URL is not a good way of doing it. So what we can do is we can create a middleware. So if you don't know about middleware, you can also watch my previous video. Okay, so it is also mentioned in this Laravel documentation, but the good thing is the middleware is already present in the default Laravel project. So we just need to copy this and go to the kernel.php app http kernel and go to the bottom and paste it over here, this sound real. I am adding it to the route middleware, since all these middlewares, if we these middles will sorry all these middlewares will not be applied by default, so this will only be applied when we specify on the specific route. But these middlewares will be automatically applied to the web middleware, web group, and also these will be applied to all the web and API. Just a recap. So this is a sign. Okay, sorry, it's already included over here, so we don't need to include it as well since it's already present over here. Now what we need to do is, in the web file, let us add a middleware and give it a signed name. Okay, so and now we just need to do is if we do it like this, then they will people will not be able to access the our URL. Okay, by this. So let me refresh the page and click on this. What will happen? It will automatically give us the 403 invalid signature. And okay, sorry, let me also where are we in the secret web.php? I have also removed that if check, but also it is telling me the invalid signature. So now if I go back and undo the changes, and let me go to the home page and refresh the page and click on the secret, now they will be able to visit the page, since we have a valid signature over here. Okay, now if I refresh again, then they should not be able to visit. So the behavior is same, but this method is a little bit clean than before. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be learning about many more new features in the Laravel, as well as we'll be also making a project after completing this basic Laravel lessons. So stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.